to come up with the idea of relevant design?
For me, design doesn't make sense if it isn't relevant. And one of the things I've worked hard on over the years is to make sure we create relevant, current and timeless designs that are accessible where people are, how they use design and information and data in their life. At the moment, we're going through a digital transformation, and we always have to be very aware of the transformation towards digital mediums, and that's from your phone to your devices, your computing. It'll be virtual reality in the next few years, and who knows what else after that. But we have to be very aware of the power that design has in all these realms. And I've always made sure that the designs we make and the stories we tell and the powerful message we share for the world is part of a greater framework for humanity. It has to move humanity forward. It has to move people forward. That's what empowers me. That's what inspires me every day to create great design. But relevant design is all about how it impacts the human being. Does it make their life better? Does it make them a better person? And will it allow them to reach their potential and share something for the world which maybe is hidden from everyone else? That's the power of relevant design. Not just designing for the sake of designing, but design which shapes and builds our world.
Often, people say your designs have changed the world. What do they mean by this?
A great example is when someone sets out to design an electric car. They may transform the way we drive, the way we move. With the work we do it before 5 a.m. and the work I create, it's directly tied to people. Everything we do is designed to enhance their lives, allow them to be better at everything they do, and live a more fulfilled and purposeful life. And the designs that we have created over the years have been built with such intention and purpose. They've been built from the ground up for the world. And when we talk about changing the world and shaping the world, it's the very words I've written over the years, it's the designs, the styles, the products, which have a direct correlation to someone's life. And very few people, very few companies, very few organizations ever get to see the beauty of that realization of a dream, an idea in someone's life, the enhancement, the progress, the ability to overcome challenges. Some may be simple challenges, some may be more complex, but the ability for someone to interact with my ideas, my vision, the way I write, the way I design, to make their life better is immensely powerful. It moves me in a great way, but it also defines before 5 a.m. and the work I've done over the years as important, meaningful, and I do regard it as some of the most important work that's ever been done in the world. To make the work we do mainstream, to make it cool, to make it accessible to a larger audience, some who have the funds to be involved in some of our products, and those who may not. They can still touch and feel the Before 5 a.m. brand, the philosophy. When I look back at Before 5 a.m. and what I wanted to achieve and create was, I didn't want to hide my words. I didn't want to hide the work I do in books. I didn't want it hidden in books, on bookshelves, away from where people were. The thousands upon thousands of words of meaning I've shared with the world, the designs and the styles are accessible on the platforms people use. It's relevant, it's current, it's on their phones, it's on their computers, it's on their tablets. With the blueprint, you could print it out if you want, and it can be physical, it can be used on any of your devices. And I always wanted to make sure the work I do wasn't hidden, it was alive, it was part of society, part of the very fabric of how we do things. So we have, in so many ways, been able to change the world through design and the words I've written over the years. And I'm happy to say, without a doubt, that it's something I'm very proud of. It's very much part of my mission and vision and what I set out to create when I started before 5 a.m.
What does it mean to touch the hearts and minds of people through design?
It's always a great responsibility to lead. That's how I've always looked at what we do at Before 5 a.m, how I carry myself, and the example I set. It's a great responsibility to be public facing. It's a great responsibility to share ideas and messages of the world that move humanity forward. And you know, when you talk about touching the hearts and minds of millions of people around the world, it really is my greatest source of inspiration. So many people in the world need to feel empowered, need the courage and the strength to be able to build a life. And just because you're breathing as a human being and can walk and can talk at some level, doesn't mean you're living, doesn't mean you're able to participate in the world and the economy and be all you want to be. And there's so much life, there's so many nuances to excellence, there's so much to learn when it comes to your body, your performance, your life, that really, when I look at the work we've done, we've tried very hard to make beautiful and simple designs. We've explained things in the simplest and most relatable way over the years. And you know, design and touching people's hearts and minds and sharing our ideas is a very powerful force. And if you do it for good, and if you can heal and help and create a path and an ecosystem, which the Before 5 a.m. way of life is, it's a testament to the people in the company, the people who've believed in me and my ideas, and the millions of people who follow Before 5 a.m. that we're able to do so much and come this far. When I look at touching the hearts and minds of people, every time I wake up, every time I'm at the desk and I'm creating, it forces me to do more. I know how tough life can be, I know how brilliant it can be, I know how exciting it can be, but for me, when I sit down at the desk in the morning and I get to write and I get to draw up and craft these ideas and products and the designs which so many people need every day, I'm motivated to such a high degree. I'm driven, almost obsessed to create at the highest level, to express myself at the highest level, while still trying to make the designs and the stories relatable and impactful and usable. That's the main thing. It's got to be usable, but it's a tremendous responsibility, and I think everyone should look at what they do online or in business or in life as a tremendous responsibility. I'm happy to take that responsibility on because what we do is right. It's beautiful in every way, it's powerful, and it empowers people. And that's what we stand for, and that's what I stand for. Everyone goes together and no one's left behind.